question, Morgan. Sarah, what is your question for Stella?
Okay. So for somebody who has a full-time job and a career, and like things are a little different than when I was younger and I was doing acting where I would, send in headshots and resume and I did extra work and everything. But now I have a full-time job where I can't really take off of work. What would you recommend, like the best way? Like they have opportunities where you can do stuff remotely now. So I thought that might be a good way to get started. But I can't I don't want to take off a day of work and miss work and then not make any money or get canceled or something like that. Like that wouldn't be good for my job at this point.
What do you do professionally?
Sales.
Okay. I guess I would say because background work requires you to come in and kind of be at their beck and call, right? Gosh, that's tough. I don't know. I mean, I think keep sticking with acting classes. This is a good way to meet people and to sort of like continue to practice your craft. And anything that's done remotely. I mean, the beauty of the sort of whole COVID thing, which has been horrible, a silver lining is that now everything's really done digitally. And so it's kind of a blessing because you don't have to go into a room or drop a headshot off. You can, everything's just done, all self-tapes. Nothing in room. Casting directors have given up, their rental spots on places because it's too expensive and they don't need it. So everybody's cast basically virtually. So if there's anything that you can do that way, and which I think is the majority of the business at this point, I kind of feel like it's going to stay that way because it saves them money and time. And we don't know when this beast is really going to be over. So any way you can capitalize on that, I would say keep doing it and keep submitting and maybe I don't know if you get vacation time, but if there's like a 2-week period, I have a half sister who does a lot of background work, but she also works at a UCLA, and so she has a full-time job. But then whenever she can do a day call, she'll go do a day call, and sometimes she gets bumped up to a speaking role, and that's just usually a day or two of work. So she's been, making money that way and sort of like gaining a little bit of momentum. And she got to do background work on like Barry, the HBO show, and Curb Your Enthusiasm. And, and it does suck because a lot of times she does get cut out. But at the end of the day, you're meeting people and you're getting enough points to make your SAG membership and all that stuff. So there's that too.
It's a great question, Sarah, and it's a really difficult one to answer because, like I said, we just don't know what life is going to throw at us. I think trying to, it doesn't matter how good you are, how experienced you are, all good actors will tell you, you've got to keep training. It's like keeping the muscles loose and stuff like that. So being in class, keep training. Yeah. And then, like Stella said, if you get to a point where you're like, I think I'm getting to a place, and then, maybe an agent takes you on, you audition remotely, as Stella said, or you submit your tape. Then if you get a job, then you might say, right, instead of going to Mexico for my holiday for 2 weeks, I'm going to use my holiday time to go work on this job. And then you get a sense of like, will this lead to another job? It might do, it might not. But I would say, because we all need to make money, we all need to pay our rent, our mortgage, our whatever. You don't want to leap without somewhere to land. So I'd say keep your gainful employment until the point where, here's your job and here's your acting career. And as your acting career starts to gain more momentum, more confidence, more ability, you may come to the point where you go, some actors go, I'm quitting my job waiting tables because because it's also that thing of, I need to put 100% into this. Now that's taking a big leap, and I wouldn't advise people to go do that straight away. But if you're getting to the point, we have a student, one of our students, Lorena, who's only been with us since the school started, a very good actress. I don't know if she's with us today. She auditioned for something. She got an agent, didn't get that job. And I said, but the work you're doing is good. You're going to get another opportunity because she's in the Canary Islands and stuff shoots there. And there's not that many people. So she's got like a little closed market. And then the other day she booked her first job on a BBC show, acting opposite Keeley Hawes, which I was just so happy and so proud about, because I could see it was coming. It was coming. Sometimes you just got to keep knocking on those doors. You know what I mean? You've got to keep trying. But
and try to keep the light on.
Anne Dowd, if any of you guys watch The Handmaid's Tale, Anne Dowd, who sort of plays the matronly mother, she's a phenomenal actress. she's now hitting her stride. She's now becoming a household name in her late 50s because she never gave up. She never stopped believing, and she kept working, like, you know, doing classes, training. And
they say persistence outweighs talent every time.
absolutely. You know, there might be a brilliant actor who's just I can't do it, it's too hard, and they quit. Somebody else who's maybe not as talented, but they're like, I'll never quit. I'll keep going. I'll keep going. And that
I will die. Yeah.
is a big, big, big part of it. It's not for the faint-hearted, this profession, as an actor or a writer. And, you know, that's part and parcel of it. You have to have a real love for it, and your faith will be tested. There will be times, I mean,